I will maintain anonymity of my friend and his family in the answer while I describe one of the most horrifying instances that I have seen with my own eyes. This all happened during the course of 2014 to 2015 while I was in my B.Tech. None of the things I am going to describe is fudged, and disbelievers can continue to make fun and carry on with their lives. Honestly, I don't give a shit. But if you are even 1% sympathetic in nature, then try, just try, to feel the kind of horror experienced by my friend's family. Especially his younger sister, the one at the center of this nightmare. What she went through, no child should. Before I start, I want to set the backdrop. Before this incident, I was one of those typical skeptics. I laughed at the idea of ghosts. I thought they were figments of imagination, glitches in weak minds. I'd proudly claim that I could walk into a graveyard at midnight and dance around without a flicker of fear. I even used to joke that my dream was to fistfight a ghost. But then, this one incident came and shattered that smug little world I'd built around reason and mockery. It made me realize, in the most brutal way, that there's a side to existence we don't, and maybe shouldn't, understand. One that's cold, silent, and waiting. So, I met this guy in college. We hit it off quickly. He was local, from a good, well-off family. His father worked in a high-ranking PSU position. He had a little sister. She was in class 6th back in 2013. A sweet, innocent kid. Always smiling, playful. Her energy was infectious, and honestly, she reminded me of my own little brother. I cared for her, like a protective elder brother would. One day, during a regular visit to my friend's place, I noticed something was very wrong. She looked pale. Tired. Her usual spark, just gone. And on her forehead, there was this ugly, circular mark. Like someone had extinguished a cigarette on her skin. It shocked me. My immediate reaction was concern, even a bit of anger. Who the hell would hurt a child like that? I asked my friend. His answer chilled me. He said the mark appeared every month, same place, same shape, and then disappeared by the next day as if it had never been there. I thought he was joking at first. He wasn't. I couldn't stop myself. I gently brought it up with his parents. I was expecting panic, but instead, I got unease mixed with denial. They told me it always happened after no moon, Amavasya, nights, and every time, she'd fall sick, complain of weakness, and speak about the same recurring dream. In her words, a blurred man would appear. His voice deep and dragging, as if from somewhere far below the surface of the world. He'd say, "Give me your hand and come with me, there's nothing kept in this world." Even writing that gives me goosebumps. Back then, it terrified me. I couldn't sleep the night I heard it. But what shocked me more was how passive her parents seemed. They brushed it off. She's just a child. Kids dream all sorts of things. She probably bumped her head somewhere. But how do you ignore that this kept happening, like clockwork, on every no-moon night? Still, nothing changed. The months passed. The mark kept showing up, and the girl kept getting weaker. The dream never changed. Until, one night in October 2015, everything broke apart. There was a function at my friend's place. The family, the relatives, everyone was up late. It was a lively evening. Laughs, food, music. But what no one noticed, was that it was a no-moon night again. After the guests left, around 2 to 3 a.m., the little girl suddenly felt very unwell. Her mother noticed first and sat beside her. She said she felt tired, really tired. Her voice trembled. Then her eyes began to sink in right in front of her mother. Panic set in fast. They placed her on the couch. My friend and his father rushed in. They tried waking her, shaking her, yelling. But she wouldn't open her eyes fully. Her fists clenched so tightly, her knuckles turned white. My friend tried to pry open her hand, but her strength was unnatural. A 12-year-old girl, stronger than 3 grown people. When they finally opened her fist, everyone froze. Her palm had over 20 vertical, blade-like cuts. Deep. Clean. Painful to even look at. And while they were still trying to understand how this was even possible, the same burn mark appeared again, right on her forehead, in front of everyone's eyes. Just materialized. Like a nightmare manifesting itself in the waking world. They were beyond panic now. This was no coincidence. This was real. My friend immediately sent me the photo, his voice trembling as he explained everything over the phone. I could hear the fear. The helplessness. And I felt it too. I wasn't there, but my skin crawled like I was. What followed was a desperate race for help. Hospital visits. Doctors in the city, and later in London. No one believed them. Some doctors even laughed at them. Can you imagine that? Your child is bleeding from inside her closed fist, and they laugh at you like you're crazy. It's hard to describe how that feels, the pain of being unbelieved while your loved one suffers. Eventually, after exhausting every logical route, they were guided, reluctantly, to a church known for dealing with occult disturbances. With no hope left, they went. There, they met a priest. A calm man, but his eyes, they weren't surprised when he saw the girl. He listened, then examined her. Then he looked up at the parents and told them something that still haunts me. He said their daughter had stepped on a sacred item unknowingly, 2 years back, releasing a spirit. A dark one. It had latched onto her, feeding on her will to resist. Every no-moon night, it came for her in her dreams, whispering death in sweet tones. The cuts? The burn? The strength? All manifestations of its presence. Her saying no, again and again, was the only thing keeping her alive. The priest said they were lucky. Most children wouldn't have made it. She was fighting, even in her sleep. That line broke the parents. They broke down right there, tears flooding from faces that had fought too long to stay strong. The exorcism wasn't like the movies. No levitating. No screaming demons. Just quiet rituals. Steady chants. A red string locket with bronze was tied around her neck, and the priest blessed her. After that night, everything stopped. No dreams. No marks. No cuts. No sickness. Nothing. It was over. And to this day, they never speak of it. But I've seen the change in their eyes. They carry the weight of having seen something no parent should. And I carry the weight of having witnessed it, even if only partly. Feels strange, right? Hearing something like this from a modern-day B.Tech student. But every word is true. To those who mock these things, mock the unseen, I urge you to reconsider. Don't be too sure of the world. You haven't seen all of it. Stay safe, everyone. Ethan was watching a video channel, and the announcer's voice filled the room with a spooky tone. If you see a ghost in your dreams, it means there's one lurking around you in real life. Sometimes, they make their presence felt by hurting you in your dreams, leaving you with real pain that can bother you for days. Ethan sat there, engrossed in the eerie narration, when Sophia entered the room. What nonsense are you listening to? These channels just keep spewing this rubbish all day long. Watch something positive for a change. Sophia scolded, shaking her head. You're right, Sophia, Ethan said, turning off the video. Listening to this stuff really messes with your head, makes you believe all sorts of crazy things. As the spooky video disappeared from the screen, Sophia changed the topic. Listen, I'll be at my mom's place for the next 4 days. What about your meals? Should I send something over, or will you come home to eat? Don't worry about me, Ethan said with a smirk. I'll manage, maybe swing by your place or hail the mighty Swiggy. Alright, Sophia replied. I'll prepare your meals. You can pick them up or eat here if you want. It's just 4 days. Relax. I've got this covered, Ethan assured her. The next evening, Ethan found himself reluctantly heading toward his in-laws' house, a good 10 kilometers away. The darkness outside made him uneasy, but Sophia's insistence left him no choice. What a mess. Why didn't I just leave earlier? Driving at this hour is such a dumb idea, Ethan muttered, gripping the steering wheel tightly. Thanks to wedding season, the main road was jam-packed, so Ethan decided to take the bypass. But as he drove through the deserted, poorly lit road, the darkness seemed to press down on him, making his irritation grow. Suddenly, he slammed on the brakes. A massive tree trunk lay sprawled across the road. You've got to be kidding me. Ethan groaned. Stepping out of the car, he decided to move the trunk out of the way himself. But the moment he touched it, he froze. Out of the shadows emerged a figure cloaked entirely in black, blending into the darkness like it belonged there. The sheer size of the thing, it was massive, sent a chill down Ethan's spine. He took a step back, his heart pounding. Who are you? Ethan stammered, his voice trembling. The figure didn't answer. Instead, it moved toward him with a menacing gait. Ethan's instincts screamed at him to run. Forget the car. Forget everything. Just run. And so he did, he bolted in the opposite direction. But the road was uneven, and the darkness made it nearly impossible to see. His breaths came in ragged gasps as he struggled to maintain his pace. The creature was chasing him now, and Ethan could hear its heavy footsteps closing in. God, no. Please, no. Ethan whimpered, his legs burning with exhaustion. It didn't take long. The monstrous figure caught up to him and grabbed him from behind. Its massive arms wrapped around Ethan's chest, squeezing him with unimaginable strength. He tried to fight back, but it was no use. The grip tightened, crushing him. Ethan's chest burned with excruciating pain, and his vision blurred as his lungs screamed for air. And then, he woke up. Ethan sat upright in his bed, gasping for breath. His room was pitch black, and the winter chill couldn't stop the beads of sweat dripping down his face. His heart was racing, and his chest, it still hurt. The pain was real, right where the creature had grabbed him in the dream. For a moment, Ethan sat there, frozen, trying to convince himself it was just a nightmare. But was it? The lingering ache in his chest seemed to suggest otherwise. I am walking through an empty street on a cold winter night. My breath fogs in the air with every step, each one crunching in the snow like a whisper. The kind of night where the cold bites through layers of clothing, and the silence feels suffocating. There's a strange stillness about it, something unsettling, like the night itself is holding its breath. The wind, just a whisper, moves between the skeletal branches of the trees, their leaves long gone. It should be peaceful, right? But there's something off about this place tonight. I don't know why I'm out here, but for some reason, I just keep walking. The urge to move forward is stronger than the instinct to turn around and head back home. The street is unusually deserted, even for this hour. No distant sounds of passing cars. No murmurs of people talking, laughing, or even the faint hum of a nearby TV. It's just silent. The only noise is the soft rhythm of my boots crunching in the snow. It's almost too quiet. I glance at the houses along the street. Their windows are dark, empty. No lights flicker. No sign of life. It feels wrong, somehow. I can't shake the feeling that someone is watching me, even though I know the street is empty. I try to brush it off, tell myself it's just the cold, the isolation, playing tricks on my mind. But I can't. There's something else, something I can't quite put my finger on. I keep walking, trying to ignore the growing unease. But then, I spot something ahead of me. A figure. At first, just a silhouette standing motionless beneath one of the street lamps. It's tall, dark clothing, but I can't make out any more details. The figure doesn't move. It doesn't seem to notice me. Or maybe it does and chooses not to acknowledge me. I stop, unsure. What is that? I take a step forward, and, to my horror, the figure shifts. Slowly. Deliberately. I freeze. My breath catches in my chest. What the hell? It's like we're mirroring each other. Every time I move, it does too. But something's wrong. The way it moves, it's not right. Its limbs are too long. Its posture, too rigid. It looks like it's not quite human. Another step. The figure takes one in return. My heart skips a beat. What the hell is going on? I look around, hoping to see something, anything that would explain this. A car passing, someone walking by. But no. There's nothing. The figure stands there, still watching me, as if it's waiting for something. I take another step, and the figure jerks its head toward me, quickly. Too quickly. Like it's snapping its neck. I feel my stomach turn. The crack of it, it's so loud, so unnatural. The sound echoes in the still night air. I can't look away. I don't want to look back. But I do. Its eyes, when I see them, are not eyes. They are black. Empty. Void-like. I feel my breath stop in my chest. I can't move. It's like they're pulling me in. Like they're hungry. And then I hear it. A voice. Low. Slow. Don't run. It'll be worse if you do. The words send a chill down my spine. A cold, heavy feeling that presses down on me. My body wants to scream. To run. But my legs, they won't move. They feel like they're made of stone. I want to cry out. But I can't. The figure shifts again, tilting its head, as if studying me. Watching me, calculating. It says, "You shouldn't have come out tonight. You shouldn't have walked down this street." The voice is so soft, like a whisper in my ear. I can feel it in the pit of my stomach. It knows. My mind races. What is this? What does it want? I look down at my feet, finally. I have to move. I have to escape. But it's already too late. The figure takes a step toward me. Another. Its limbs stretch, unnaturally long, jerking and moving in a way that makes my stomach twist. The air gets colder. The hair on my neck stands up. My heart is pounding in my chest. My hands are shaking. I have to run. I turn. I try to run. My legs finally respond, but I don't know if I can outrun it. It's too fast. The snow beneath my feet slows me down. My breath comes out in gasps, sharp and painful. No. Please. Please. But I can hear it now. I hear its footsteps behind me. Closer, closer. It's not human. I know that now. It's faster, stronger. I push myself harder. Please, God, just a little further. And then, I hear the voice again. So close, so close. Run. It's already too late. I look over my shoulder, my body screaming at me to keep my eyes ahead. It's right there. I feel the cold air rush past me as it gets closer, closer. Its breath, raspy, wet, like it's breathing right in my ear. I stumble. My legs give way. I fall to the ground, hands scraping the cold pavement. I can't breathe. Just when I think it's over, when I think it's too late, everything goes black. I wake up with a jolt. My body feels heavy, like I've been dragged. I gasp for air, my chest rising and falling in frantic rhythm. But I'm on the ground. Snow is beneath me. Wait. I sit up slowly. My mind is foggy, disoriented. But the street, it's quiet again. Empty. The figure is gone. There's no sign of it. No sign of anything strange. It's like nothing happened. I stand shakily, looking around, trying to make sense of what just happened. But then, out of the corner of my eye, I see it. A shadow. Flitting between the trees. And in that moment, I realize, it's not over. It's never over.